You have a college degree from some minor state university, you have a college degree from a community college, you have a college degree from Harvard. And because of that, you are going to be extremely dissatisfied when you take a job that you don't think is paying you what you're worth, but you're not really worth that.
Really wanted to leave my job, not really passionate about it. It wasn't what I went to school for.
Being honest, grad school is not going to solve your problems.
Literally, guys, changed lots of jobs in Canada. I didn't like it because of small salary. Even now I have a small salary around like $5,000 or something.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
If you have multiple college degrees and you're applying, and no one will hire you, and you get to an interview and no one will hire you, you're not crazy. It's because of your college degrees. You don't have to believe me. You can test this. Go to your resume, backspace until your college degree is no longer on there, take it off your LinkedIn, remove your graduation year, and apply again, and tell me if you don't see a difference. You're not crazy. They are in fact not hiring you because you have a college degree. And not to say I told you so, but I did. Literally 3 years ago, last year, I said, college graduates, they're going to go around you. The businesses, the companies, they're going to go around you because your degrees are not just worthless. They are actively, negatively impacting you. All they do is make you believe, they create the expectation that you will make more than you actually will with no real skills, because college doesn't teach you real skills, and there's no set criteria of skills that employers know that you are going to get if you come with a college degree. There's just not. You have a college degree from some minor state university, you have a college degree from a community college, you have a college degree from Harvard. There's no set level of skills. They have no idea what that means. They have no idea. Tell me what set of skills is universal among those people. It means nothing. It means nothing. All it means to them is that, one, you are going to turn over faster, because statistically you do. Degree people turn over 39% less. 39% less. That's really attractive to employers because hiring and churn is really expensive. There's been a study done that shows that especially new college graduates come in and they think that they're smarter than everyone else. And shocker, people don't like to work with people like that. The other thing is that you, and this is not really your fault, but you have inherited a terrible economy and you need to make more money. And you also now have to service this ridiculous debt burden because college tuition doubles every 9 years. And because of that, you are going to be extremely dissatisfied when you take a job that you don't think is paying you what you're worth, but you're not really worth that. The college just told you that you were because you were spending money at the college. So take it off, remove your graduation year so they don't bias it out, and tell me if that doesn't make a difference.
That's wild. And I think she's right. And what she said is what's happening. You're a problem. It's wild because so many people getting their college degrees. And guys, in the next videos I show, women are getting their master's degree and coming out and not getting a job. Do you know how much of a sting that is? It hurts.
But I understand that it can be, unsettling and discouraging when you're applying to jobs within your field, within the degree that you have and want to work with, and you need 2 or more years of experience. It's that catch-22. You need experience to get work, but how are you going to get the experience if nobody gives you the work? This is why it's really important to really understand the scope of your current role, what you do, what you bring to the table, and then how you're going to take that, add it into your resume, and highlight all those transferable skills.
You know what's wild? That's the role men have taken. Men have said, okay, I'm going to go to work first. And then if they say, for instance, if you go to work and say a man says, I'm going to work at Walmart, right? And then he works himself up and they're offering him a supervisor manager position. Then he goes to school for 2 years for that position. Then it makes sense. But they're not doing that. They're going to school first, getting their degrees, getting a master's. The master's, 4 to 6 to 8 years. Crazy.
That will then get you a job within HR. And I think it's kind of crazy because I myself and a lot of HR colleagues and HR people that I know, the way that we fall into HR, it's always unexpected. And most of us, or from people I've talked to, we didn't even have experience in HR. and they got an HR. So it's totally be doable. It just, like, again, you have to make sure you know how to do a killer resume, highlight your transferable skills, and when it comes to interviewing, make sure you really know how to sell yourself and interview really well.
2 bachelor's degrees and a master's degree. And about 2 years ago, I really wanted to leave my job. I was stressed out, not really passionate about it. It wasn't what I went to school for, but I was making a decent amount of money. I mean, my salary was $90K plus bonus plus all the things, so I was well over $100,000 a year. But I really wanted to move back to Pittsburgh, my hometown, to be closer to family. Now, the degrees that
So you want to go back to Pittsburgh? She knows that she's gonna have to take less, right? Especially if she's working in the city now. You're gonna make more money. Moving to Pittsburgh, they're gonna pay you nothing. Let me hear what she says.
I started looking at different things that I could do. Now I have a bachelor's in psychology and I have a master's in counseling. Now I never went and got licensed as a counselor, and it takes so many hours of supervision, yada yada. So I don't have my LPC, I don't have my license. So I was looking in fields, obviously, that I can do psych or do anything related to a counseling background. Jobs, I'm not even kidding you, were anywhere between $25,000 and $35,000 a year. That's with a master's degree. How is anybody supposed to live on that? And if you do, I am so sorry. I know that the American economy sucks, and I'm privileged to have been able to find a job for 55, or else I wouldn't be here. And I got lucky with my living situation, because if I didn't have this place to rent, then I would still be in Connecticut and miserable and hating my life. Now, it's a different kind of stress, because the stress I have now is money related and not surgeon related and operating room related, but I feel mentally happier in this situation, even with the financial stress. I can try and do something about that, but to have 2 bachelors and a master's degree and the only significant options, like,
Now, you see that, guys? This is what the employers go through. You see how she's talking right now. Oh, I'm too entitled to have two masters, 2 bachelors and a master's degree. She feels she's entitled to more. And the same thing the first lady said. She feels she's entitled to more, so she can pay her debt. No, you're not entitled to more. And I'll tell you why that's happening. So many of you, so many women are getting these degrees. So women are getting degrees, men are getting the experience. And what do they want? You see what the other lady said? They want the experience. And then also the experience, which is the men, calls out less. Hey, this is facts. It's not me saying it. This is facts.
like 90% of the options, 99% of the options that I had were like $15 an hour, salary of about $30,000. How are people supposed to pay bills? That's my nightly rant.
Man, it's sad. And you know what happened? They were told that lie by their parents. It was different for Generation X, right? It was different, not so much Generation X, for baby boomers. All the baby boomers, and I've even seen it in Generation X and even my generation too, millennials, right? I'm the beginning of the millennials. I've seen it. Some people got jobs and city jobs and retired. Me, myself, I could have been a correctional officer and retired in my 20s, retired in your 40s. I'd have been retired at 40 years old. I chose not to do it. But a lot of people aren't getting those jobs anymore. Those city jobs, mom had one. She worked for the government. She worked for FAA. She retired at 38. That's not the case anymore. And I knew it right away. I seen it when I was working. I was doing a sales job, and I just seen that nobody was retiring anymore. Millennials weren't getting retired with pensions anymore. Things started changing. Before they give you a pension, they'll get you out of there. It's really like that nowadays. And It's even so bad to where these women with degrees can't even get work.
If I'm being honest, grad school is not going to solve your problems.
We know that.
I hate that we're taught to prioritize education over experience because experience is the best teacher. Repeating the same mistake you made in undergrad by going to get a degree that you're not sure how you're going to use is a waste of your time and your money. I ended up going to go and get my MPH after working in public health for 6 months. I also knew that getting a master's would help me get a raise, but if my master's wasn't going to help me in some way, I wasn't about to waste my time to go get one. If you ever take any career advice from me, let it be this one. Don't waste your time working towards getting a tool you're not even sure you want to use.
Exactly. Don't waste your time, towards getting something you won't use. And, right now, my son, he's going on 15 years old. I'm teaching him skills that he can use immediately. I'm teaching him skills he can use right now. So he has a clue. What's happening is adults, they train kids, college, degree. That's not the way. Skills, high paying skills is what you need nowadays. So all of those degrees, throw them in the gutter. Think about this. I'm working with my son now, right now. So when he's 18 years old, he already has that on his resume. If he wants to go that route, I don't want him to go that route. But if he wants to go that route to where he can be in the corporate world, he have experience already. Hey, I was doing this at 15 years old, and then at 18, I did this, and this, and I had my own business, and this, and that. And they said, "Wow, welcome to the team."
Hey again. Hey. So, people have been saying this a lot to me, that now that I have a couple kiddos that are in residential receiving amazing treatment and are, on this awesome track to come back home, but right now are getting the treatment that they need, that maybe I should, go ahead and get a part-time job or fill in, substitute teach, something like that. Surely I have time for that. I'm just going to speak up for special needs parents that have to, or maybe even feel like they have the joy of staying home and not working a traditional job, that I see you and I hear you, and I'm tired of justifying myself to others. I guess I don't have to, but I do. So I literally started keeping track of everything I did on a calendar. I mean, it's not a big deal to me anyway. And so I literally was like, phone calls about 5:04 and emails to this person and that person, and ran to bring medicine to school because it was forgotten. That's where I'm headed right now.
All right, guys. Now let me get out of there. But the whole issue that she was having is she has a master's degree and she still can't find a job. Actually, I think we can scratch that one, but it's fine. A mom, master's degree in science, can't find a job. It's hard out there, y'all. It's really hard. And the sad thing is, these videos are mostly women, but there's guys too going through it. But it goes to show, right? The old school way is dead. The old school way is done. I see a lot of situations where women are, and men, it's happening to men too. They're signing up for opportunities and different ways to make money online and at home. And actually, that's the way. You just have to get it from the right person. And also, you have to find out, if it's going to be profitable. And I saw over some time that certain things, when you're at home, is more profitable when you do it on your own and you're not working a job for someone. So, like, even right now, I don't work for anyone. I stopped working because I figured out things that are more profitable than punching someone's clock and, feeling like, oh, I need to get a degree. I need to do this. I need to do that, when it doesn't pay. I'm not taking that route.
Hello, my name is Anna. I'm from Ukraine. Now I'm in Canada. I literally, guys, changed lots of jobs in Canada already. Like, I had like around 10 jobs and I didn't like it at all because, no, like, I didn't like it because of small salary. Even now I have a small salary around like $5,000 or something, even a little bit more. And I worked even as a server or helper, like support servers in Toronto, or bartender. I got certificates for that. In Toronto, it was a Smart Serve certificate. In Edmonton, it's a Pro Serve certificate. So, and I worked in different positions, in Toronto, especially, even like cleaning, and yeah. Now I don't like my job as well. It's IT.
Now, as you guys see, everyone's having it hard, and it's mostly women. They bit the bullet many years ago, and then even you have black women nowadays saying, "Oh yeah, we're the most educated, we get the most degrees," but all those degrees transferable to money doesn't make money. A lot of times, that's not the case, right? So what we have now is people check to check to check and stuck with a bunch of debt, stuck with school debt, stuck with credit cards, they're taking out loans to pay back other loans, and they're struggling, right? They never can get ahead. And that's what the lie has told people, the American dream. Go to school, get a house and a car. I'm not saying something's wrong with America. I'm saying something is definitely wrong with the American dream. And you got to bite the bullet and say, hey, look, I need to work on things that's going to make me some real cash. And the way to do that, do a Google search, look up what do they need more help in certain fields out there. See what fields make the most money. Go that way, and then still see if there's a need for it, right? Because you can do a field that's gonna make a lot of money, but still they may be no need. And what do you get? What are you taking? What are you getting experience in that field for? But yeah, guys, just be smart nowadays, women and men. But it's getting hard on women out there. Winter's coming. I think winter's here, and it's happening to women in these degrees. It's sad, but that's what's going down.
There's no need even to have a college degree. I mean, if somebody graduated from a great university, that may be an indication that they will be capable of great things, but it's not necessarily the case. Look at, say, people like Bill Gates or Larry Ellison, Steve Jobs, just didn't graduate from college. But if you had a chance to hire them, of course, that would be a good idea.